Hey, how you guys doing? This is CCD Blog coming to you live from Artist Alley 2012 New York City Comic Con. I'm here with a comic book legend, David Lloyd, original illustrator of the classic comic book, one of my favorite graphic novels of all time, V for Vendetta. He also has a new project called Aces Weekly where he's working with Antonio Bifuco and a few other guys to bring you a lot of new digital comics in a different type of format than you've seen before. No downloads necessary, everything is run through the site directly and you subscribe for a set amount of time and get a set amount of issues. So David, tell us a little bit about the site, Aces Weekly, and what we could expect in terms of content and things like that.
Okay, well, Aces Weekly, it's a digital, exclusively digital, online comic. Comes out weekly. Every week you get 6 serial stories. That's like various stories of various kinds that run for 7 weeks. So over 7 weeks you get 6 continuous stories of various kinds. So some of the greats in the business. Steve Bissett, Bill Sienkiewicz, Billy Tucci, John McRae, Phil Hester, Mark Wheatley, JC Vaughan, me, working with a guy called
Modest, he put himself way at the bottom of the list.
I am modest man.
Very modest.
And working with a guy called Dave Jackson. And we're doing some really, really excellent work. And the trick of it is, I'm asking each one of these really great professionals to do 21 pages of anything they like. And because I'm asking professionals and people who've been in the business, I'm not getting a little crazy indulgent stuff. I'm getting some very interesting experimental stuff, which is incredible and brilliant, and deserved stuff, because you know the thing about the industry, it handcuffs creativity to a degree. So people can't often express themselves very well, but in this they can. And it's almost like a collective. It's like one for all, not for one, like 4 musketeers, right? That's what it is. And we're all doing this stuff, and we're doing it because we want to get past that barrier in print publishing. Whereas, who takes all the money in print publishing? It's the printer, the publisher, the retailer, the distributor, the wholesaler, and at the end of the day, there's not enough money for people to actually create this work. So this is the idea. We have an anthology magazine that comes out every week. Over 7 weeks, it's 1 volume. Each week you get at least 30 pages from some of the best in the business, which includes extras and all sorts of other stuff. And over 7 weeks you get 210 pages. And it's only for $9.99 for 7 weeks.
Can't ask too much for that. I mean, that's the price of, say, 2 or 3 issues of a regular print comic book. You're getting 7 issues, over the course of 7 weeks. And you said there's tons of extra stuff that's included as well, right? Not just the stories themselves.
Yeah, all those sketches that don't get sealed, construction work, scripts, and stuff like that. And also on the actual website of Aces Weekly, you get links to all the artists, so you get everything that they actually want to talk to you about on their sites. And what we want to actually try and encourage with this is it's like a club, It's like, it's an exclusive thing. This is not this is not preview for print like a lot of online comics. This is online for you. But the other thing is that we're not Trixie like digital stuff. We're not in that Trixie motion comic stuff. We deal in good comic art. We just put it on screen. Instead of on the page, it's on your laptop, it's on your iPad, it's wherever you are on screen. That's what we do.
And that seems to be the direction that a lot of people are taking nowadays. A lot of people are putting a lot of their collection on digital and things like that because it's a little easy to carry and read and transit. And since it's become such a more popular medium nowadays than it was when I was a kid, it was people just collecting. Now it seems everybody likes comic books and wants a piece of that literary action. They're starting to realize that they are good pieces of actual work. So
yeah, this is the great thing, and this is what we want to encourage. I really want, I don't know how successful we'll be, I want to get comics back to the public, general public,
Sure.
There was like, if you look in the 50s, romance comics sold in their millions. That's ordinary people buying that,
No
and then
superheroes, no.
then it all changed, but the power of great comic art. I really wanted to get back to the public, ordinary public. And people have got iPads, everybody's got an iPad. Just check it out. It's beautiful stuff, great stories, and it's great art.
Well, now tell me, what the book that you're writing, Valley of Shadows? Can you tell us a little bit about it? What's the kind of story it is? What you can expect?
Yeah, Valley of Shadows is set in a future LA where, unfortunately, the sun doesn't shine anymore. It's like California where it's lost its personality, which is horrible, horrible. Everybody's worst nightmare. And it's because we're not looking at climate change. We still don't do anything about it really. We sort of like, we close our minds to it. But anyway, this is about a society where there's a security guy who becomes a hero by accident. He's just, he's not too well. He's got a reasonable job. He's not making, great time. But the thing is this, he becomes a hero by accident, and the world becomes less great because he suddenly found that there's a brightness in his life. And he saves a little girl from kidnappers, and it's all about a pursuit through Los Angeles after the girl and dad. I don't want to give it away too much.
Yeah,
I want people to just sort of like see. It's like suspense. What I want to try and get back to with Aces Weekly is like the series. I want people to see there's 3 pages of the story this week. You have to wait. There's going to be like a cliffhanger. You have to wait until the next one. And there are 6 of those going every issue. So it's like a big, it's like a big
build up, and then people are eager to get back there the next week.
Absolutely. It's like, let's get back to the old serial days. It's like TV. If you get TV, you get a TV show. It's like a soap opera. Mad Men, you wait for the next one. That's what we want to get back to.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, what are you working on for the website?
I'm working on Gabriel Excessive with Giuseppe Rognetti. Giuseppe is an Italian novel writer about sci-fi and classic fantasy. We started working on this thing when I was at the Art Academy in 2009. And we waited to find the right spot, right channel to use the kind of history. It's a modern, medieval, post-apocalyptic history about demons trying to rule the world through a new kind of possession. Not possessing human beings, but machines and proto machines. So we have the United destroying like a new Ludus in the machines and the technology. It's all, it's pretty new original, especially on the visual side. We're working on fully digital format. There is no real penciling. It's a fully digital thing. In black and white and gray and texture. And Giuseppe is working on the text translation and lyrics inside the thing. Right now I think we are ready for the next game in November, December.
So in your book, there's no actual, you're not doing the drawings and then converting it digitally. You're actually doing it digitally.
David talked to me about this new kind of idea. I think it's the right time to try the whole new package.
100%.
Because the first, I think, covers and pages of Gabriel were drawn manually by pencil and brush. And that's it. I want to do everything again on the digital format because I think it's more concrete. It's more rightful to the media. And that's it. I think it's the right kind of step to the future because everybody uses more digital than real stuff. Everybody goes by music by iTunes. It's pretty easier, it's cheaper because you buy a CD, probably the CD will get damaged, probably it will get broken.
And now you have it all in a digital file, so it's a lot easier to control.
It's the same when we were used to buy LPs and we get to CDs. From CDs we are going to like the smell of the CD, but we need to enjoy the Sure. Everybody has an iPad, everybody has a computer, everybody has whatever. We had to deal with the printing quality. I do beautiful colors on the screen, then we're going to print it. It's so difficult. Now you can see exactly what I see on my screen. I think that's pretty cool.
That's part of being innovative, you got to be innovative across the board, not just in the
We are right going to go into electric cars, we're going to go into electric airplanes and trains. We're going to go into electric music and art. I think it's pretty natural.
Sure.
And, right now we're working on this book and it's trying to create this like a demonstrate. Probably we are going to go with another graphic novel with all the characters at the separate rules because we are not the problem not to find who can print, who can deliver, who can storage, who can translate and print for foreign countries. We're just going to make a book, we can read the book from my computer.
And it seems like it's a lot easier to get everybody to coordinate because you're kind of all submitting digitally and you're eliminating the whole.
The main thing is that nobody's going to say, okay, I'll read the book, but you have to say this name, because it's the publisher's again. No, this is my book, you like it? Okay.
And you get it on.
Yeah.
Now, just to switch speeds for a little bit, I'd be remiss if I had the chance to talk to you and I didn't ask you about it.
Sure.
It's such an iconic book. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, I know you get credited with suggesting the mask, to Alan, and such an iconic piece now, especially with the protests that have been going on here in New York. They seem to have adopted that mask as a visage of protest, and just tell me a little bit about the time around then, like when you were making that book and how it was, the reception. How was it?
Well, when we did V for Vendetta, it was, the reason why it had some political edge is because we were both politically aware at the time, myself and Alan, and the right wing was becoming very, very strong in England at the time. And we wanted to sort of like tell the story. It was like a kind of warning, like 1984, really, which is like, which is like the father of is 1984, and we wanted to do that. It didn't have any impact at the time on British society because in Britain comics are like under the radar. You can tell a lot of things, you can tell a lot of stories in comics in England, and it's under the radar. It doesn't affect anyone. So it never caused any trouble or any problems. And it became immediately successful because we were talking about those things that were important at the time, especially sort of age people loved comics. They wanted something fresh and different. They actually addressed the issues that they were concerned about because they were doing the same thing.
I remember I was very young when the book came out. I was about seven years old, and I just remember my older friends who got me into comic books. Like when I got to that 10 or 11-year-old age where they were like, this is what you have to read. Like this is the stuff you have to read. And I just remember that book stuck with me, and that mask is just so iconic. And seeing it, over and over again throughout the book, just kind of drives home that whole point of the character itself. Now, the last question I'll have for you is, as far as the movie adaptation goes, how did you feel about the adaptation? Did you feel they did it justice? Did you like it? Did you see it? I mean, what's your...
Yes, I did see it. I saw it in the movie theatre with all the cast and crew right at the beginning. I saw the preview, and at the time I was thinking to myself, if I don't like it, then I'll walk out. But actually, I did like it. I liked it a lot, and I'd seen the script beforehand. And Larry and Andy were big fans of V, and I always described what they did as a different version of it. It's a very powerful piece of cinema. I supported it when it came out, and I still do. I think they did a great job. It's a great piece of cinema, and importantly, it still has the core message for V, which is that at all costs you hang on to your individuality. That's the essential message. Don't be forced by fear into conformism. That's the key message. And the key message for everybody who reads it, it's a message we all got to hang on to. Because all the big problems in the world have been led by people being led by sheep, like as if they were sheep. Hang on to your individuality, and that won't happen. That can't happen. And that's why the V movie is still great, despite the fact that it takes a lot of different stones from the original. It's got that key message. It's a great piece of storytelling, and I was certainly very happy to support it when it came out.
Well, it's good to hear it because I know that there's a lot of talk about how Alan doesn't like the adaptions and he doesn't like people messing with his work and stuff. But it's good to get the other end of it because you were part of that creative process originally as well. So it's interesting to hear how you felt about it. I kind of like the movie myself a lot too, even though, like you said, there are some major differences from the book. I think they did a pretty good job with it. So it's interesting to hear that you feel the same way.
Well, there you go.
Guys, make sure you check out Aces Weekly. It's www.acesweekly.co.uk. Okay, you get it's 7 weeks for $9.99. That's a bargain as far as I'm concerned. David, thank you for talking with us.
Thank you, Mike.
I look forward to reading both of your books and all the rest of them that you guys have to offer.
All right, thanks, man. Thank you.